All right, so recently I did a video about how women accessorize their bodies. Kind of like the car guys mod their rides. And let's just say some folks, well, they weren't too happy about it. But let's be real, shall we? This is a competitive sport for most women, and contrary to what they claim, they're not doing it for men. Oh, hell no. Women are out here trying to outmod each other. First up, some ladies, well, they replace their stock headlights with, let's call them aftermarket models. Bigger, shinier, and high beam ready at all times. Then you've got the turbochargers, aka the ones with lip filler. Gotta make sure those injectors are working overtime to get the most out of them, right? And then there's the high mileage models. The ones that have to get a little dent repair done with some botox or get a full rebuild because the engine just ain't revving like it used to. Now, as I said earlier, women don't do this for men. They do it for each other. And that was what was driving the women crazy about my other video. It was why they were so upset about it, because I was saying it was the women who make them do it, not the men. And it led to a chorus of them saying, it's men who make us do it. It's men who force us to wear makeup. It's men who make us have surgeries and do all those other things we have to do to look good for them. Sorry, ladies, but no. And I'm not even asking you to take my word for it. One of my followers sent me this video that more than proves my point. Now look, I mean no ill will towards this woman, but really, look ladies, if you want to go get all that work done to build your confidence, then by all means go right ahead. But posting it all over the internet, well, let's be honest about why you're really doing it, shall we? Which is to get clicks, likes, and validation from other women. And that you got by the thousands. Comments from women hyping her up, telling her how awesome she looked and asking her for details so they can plan their own modifications and upgrades. Oh, sure, there's a couple guys here and there saying, oh, you're beautiful, or I'd love to take you out. But do those comments matter? No, because we both know those guys stand less of a chance of dating you than I have of winning the Heisman Trophy next year. And it's actually fine that you're seeking that validation from other women, if it makes you feel better. But in the end, what you're proving is that, as I said, you had all that work done, not because of men, but because you were seeking that validation from other women. And that she is. And she's loving every second of it, soaking up all that high-octane validation time and again. And it kind of reminds me of those dudes who put on the loud muffler and giant wing on the back of their 2012 Honda Civic, thinking it makes them go faster when really Grandma's minivan could still smoke them in a race. But hey, if it makes them feel like they're winning, who are we to judge? Again, it's perfectly fine for her to get all that work done. Even perfectly fine for her to post it online for attention. But when women do that and then blame men for forcing them to do it, yeah, no. So ladies, please, just stop saying it's men forcing you to do these things. For once in your lives, take some accountability and admit it. The real reason, the only reason you're doing it, is to flex on other women.